see. How you doing? How's everybody going? Are we in proper resolution now? Is it refreshed? Are we back? Question mark. Wow, what a weird disconnect we just had. Amazing, amazing. Wow, we got better resolution now. Hey, everyone can do their colors of the day again. If they were quick, they could have done two. Pixels have increased. Amazing. We're gonna need pixels today. Oh, I finally did my thing, which I said I was gonna do for a while. Nice blue, by the way. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have ads. This is the worst. This is the worst. I hate auto ads. Garbage. Hi, Salad. Welcome in. Hi, Heracles. Did I miss anybody? I think that's everybody. Oh, wow. Ooh. Bright red. That's fun. Well, I've got 3 minutes to chat. Chat. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. Heroes should still be disabled from previous stream. They are, but the thing is going to automatically trigger them anyway, unfortunately. So I can't rest control of. I probably can rest control of them. What ads? What are second ads? Oh, this is gonna be terrible for metrics. Activated my window. Ah, yeah. Ah. I'm suffering. Who got grey? Who got grey? What did OXD? OXD. This is the least color you could have picked. Nice. Okay, I'm just gonna go through the spiel. I don't think Twitch would be so mean as to give you double ads if you watch the first set of ads. I know Twitch has like a per user cooldown, so I'm gonna assume that you're all okay, but do feel free to yell at me if you're in ads. Okay, my bad. My apologies. Right, PAX. Gosh, 2 weeks ago now. 2 weeks ago, I went to PAX, the Penny Arcade Expo. It was fun. It was good. I still have my hitchhiker robot. Hell yeah. And a nice soft pink for salad. Heck yeah. Badminton. Don't. Friends. How dare Which will absolutely serve you double ads? Well, maybe I'm lucky. Hi, Riss. Hello. Hi, Panda. Hi. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. I thought it was going to go badly. This is worse than that. And hey, even my colors are lagging a little bit. Oh, yeah. Right. PAX. I went to the Games Expo. I saw activate Windows, click here to activate Windows. Yes. That's one of my redeems, Panda. Sorry, Riss. It's one of my redeems. You click the activate redeem, it deactivates my Windows. It's very funny. I've told the story about that before, but yeah, basically, one day when Windows updated, more ads. Oh no, oh, I was talking to Riz. What is this? This is the worst. This is the worst. This is the worst. All right. Well, if anyone's not in ads, hi, how you doing? Let's chat until we're done. Holy. So my internet got broken, as I'm sure you were all aware. Figured out what that is. Figured out that it turns out the box was not as fried as we thought. It's just the wires in the ground were fried, and so that's fine. I went to go for walkies today when I wakies today, but I have not. It's good to get exercise. I need to do my exercise. I got a really bad schedule these days where I just don't like. Previously, I would go for a walk like after dinner, but after dinner is now my stream time, so I can't go for a walk. Maybe I could pull an OXD and do a walk and chat stream. That'd be fun. Fried ground wire is a lot easier to replace than a router. Yeah. It's all in the national scheme. The thing is, the way it works over here is we have a national distributor for the cables for the network, and then we have a like you buy your internet from the service provider, but the infrastructure is by a different company. So if you have an infrastructure problem, you gotta get a referral to the infrastructure company, which is a bit silly. All my Renaissance era jammies backwards. Oh no! Wait, Renaissance era jammies? You got a negligee? That sounds sick. That sounds really cool. Yeah, so we got the wires replaced. It was a pretty quick fix. Took them 2.5 days to get out here, and I was on the backup dongle for all of that, and God knows how I managed to stream, but we did. And we're here now, and it's all working, and I have full internet speed. I can show you the picture. Do you want to see the picture? Well, I posted it in the Discord, but I can copy it here. Is that gonna work? No. Oh, why is everything so difficult? Click this. Click open folder. Open folder. Open folder. Open folder. Why do you not have an open folder? Open file location. There it is. Here we go. Plonk. This is a representation of when I got my internet back. You can see Steam when it was rate limited to half the rate, so I still could browse the internet. And then when I unpaused it and unlimited it, it goes whoop, and that's my normal internet rate. So as you can see, the backup internet was not very good. Not very good at all. But we're on the good internet now, so I can stream in full HD. Everything's fine. Everything's working. Everything's delightful. Common thing to have separate infrastructure. That's fun. That's fun. You can see. Yes. So this was me patching my game. One of my games that I was going to play, that I can play like offline, decided to patch while my internet was bad. And if Steam decides it's going to patch, then it's going to patch, and you can't play the old one. I'm like, oh no, got stuck. So that was fun. Yeah, I had a weekend. And then I couldn't even do the prep work for today, for telling you about all the games I found at PAX, because I was hosting it in a Google Doc. I was making a Google presentation, and I couldn't access the Google presentation because downloading the pictures I put in it would be too big for the connection. So that's fun. That's fun. I had fun, chat. I had a lot of fun. What's this? Don't need that. Steam's an offline mode where it won't patch? Yes, but if it starts patching, the game counts as half finished, and it won't let you play, and it won't let you roll back, which is the problem I had. Yeah, not a bad internet. Is patching kind of like something new on Steam? I don't remember games being patched when updated. Huh? No, like they just updated. Like there was the game in the last 3 days had a release. Like it had a new update, and Steam decided to start downloading that update when I had the bad connection, so I couldn't play the game. That's all it is. Let's get rid of that one. So, without further ado, hi everybody. I went to PAX. I went there and I saw video games. There were a lot of video games. In fact, the thing I should do before we go any further, this is me making even more last minute decisions. What if I go here? What if I go to a new map? New image. And we go to this one. We go copy image. Copy image. Video games cringe. So cringe. What do you mean cancel? Clipboard is empty. You deleted my clipboard? Why would you do that? I thought you could pause any Steam update, but not once it's started. Like, I can stop it from going, but I can't play the game if it's mid-update. That's the problem. Okay, is Critter here? It is. The bad Critter. Alright, we're going to jump over to this one. Oh gosh, it's all flickering on my end. Ah! Right. Hello, here is the map of the Penny Arcade Expo. I bring up the map because I understand things visually, or arrangeables. Do you still have edited? No, it's working now. It's working now. We're all good. We're all good. Everything's fine. Everything's fantastic. What's the color that'll stand out? Red, orange. That's the worst color. Blue? That'll do. Just give me the reddest of red. There we go. Okay. See this, miss? This is the map. This is the map of the Penny Arcade Expo. Huzzah! I bring up the map because this is how I think of things. Up here, we had all the talks upstairs. So, like, up above this. So this is the main exhibition hall. And then you walk all the way in and down. You go into the side building where there's the big theaters. And then upstairs, you go up and then up and then up. And then there's all this stuff up here. You got, like, the Fruit Bat Lounge, Kookaburra Lounge. They're named after native creatures. And the cosplays here, and the Pax Together, the gay lounge is up here. Good time, good time. So this half of the map is all... let me center this in a little bit. This stuff down here is traditional games. So Dungeons and Dragons, tabletop, things like that. This stuff here is like the sponsored content. Big names like Nintendo, a lot of computer manufacturing areas over here. This is Keychron. They made keyboards, sold keycaps and things like that there. That's fun. This was classic gaming, which is both like ancient machines and also like pinball machines in here. This is fun. But I want to talk about this stuff up here. This is the Indie Showcase. The Indie Showcase is small games, often Australian games. The ones with this little X symbol, which you can't quite make out, are all the Australian games here. And they are pretty sweet. So I want to talk about this, and I'm going to explain it sort of geographically before we go into it, because I think it's important. This is like solo games, and this is kind of like solo games as well. These are small groups with small teams who basically apply and get booked a little spot here. These ones in the middle are big. They're very strange. It's like you go there and there's a board and there's a computer on this side and there's a computer on this side and there's a little table out the front, and the people stand here and try and lure you in with like gift baskets and cards and stuff that are sitting on top of the little cube handout things. So they got like pamphlets and brochures and whatever, but they're really unapproachable because they only have two computers. The two computers are like tucked into the corners, like from top view. There's a computer here, there's a computer here, and there's a big block of stuff, and the people stand here and here. So you get kind of like caged in. I think I figured out what this is for. This is for looking good in interviews. So the people who ran the big stalls, no, you can participate. People were encouraged to go and play, but it felt like you had to sort of walk around the people hosting to get there. Whereas most of the other ones are like, they're two-sided, right? It's a little circle table with one or two or three computers, and then you'd come and approach, and it's much more open. So each one of these is like I'm running out of pixels, but a little semicircle, and you sort of walk up to them, and you can have a look and participate. But these ones felt a lot more closed in. And I figure the reason they do that is because they want interviews. So if you were a content creator and you walk up here, you could have an interview with the staff, and this would be a really nice background for your video, where somebody would be playing the game. There'd be a big like art poster, things like that. Something that people act as B-roll. Exactly. So that's what I think this is all about. I probably should not be drawing in the background, but there we go. So, yeah. Then in the middle here, these are the highlights. And I actually kind of missed these because this in front of it is board games. They're the board game highlights, just sort of wedged on top of everything else, acting as a bit of a wall. Normally these would be in the other half of the event hall, but this time round they were stuck right up here, and they kind of got in the way. And it was difficult because you're wandering out here, you wander in, you wander out, you wander here, and you're like, oh, board games, I don't want that. And you go up this way. And so I barely looked at these places. Like, barely looked at them. But yeah, so these ones are usually either bigger publishers or one variant of the universities and student lounges and stuff like that. You didn't even go to the tabletop game room. Oh no. There's some good stuff out there. And then these ones are also worth a mention. These, although you can't read them. Can I get a better picture? I can. Oh, I can get a much better picture. Why didn't I do that? There's too much writing on them. These ones over here are... I think this is New Zealand. Like 4 or 5 different New Zealand universities all get a big Culture New Zealand thing here. This is a university, and then these two are like shared universities, and over here is another university. This is Red Bull, but then this one I think is another university. So like the local game producing unis who want to advertise their courses have a couple of these shops set up. So you can go and you can do that. And they have a lot of student projects in them. And I'm not going to talk too much about student projects today because honestly, they're either very, very cheap or not very good or not finished. There's only so much you can do in a student project. However, some of them have graduated. This one over here was a essentially a club. I think it was UNSW. Pretty sure it was UNSW. They had a club where they bought one booth and they were showing off like 8 games. So the club members pulled together to show off their games that they were making. I thought that was pretty cool. That was fun. So yeah, we'll get around to that. But mostly, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be essentially walking from here like this and giving you the highlights of the games that I think that either I like or you will like or we can look forward to together, or I just think are worth talking about as Australian indies. Because this is the biggest thing about this one, is that almost all of them are Australian. We've got a bunch from New Zealand and a few internationals, but yeah, by and large, amazingly, mostly Australian creators, and I think that deserves a little bit of a highlight. So, Kabam, hello. Wait, you don't have the nice jazz chill music. One second. Music? Miri, hello. Welcome in. So good to see you. Hey, said have fun. Hi, Lethals. Welcome in. We're doing the review. Oh, I see. You're on top of the... Get out of there. What are you doing up there? Yeah, audio output. No. Application audio. Here we go. Okay. Can you hear the gentle lo-fi music? Cool. We might turn that off later. We might keep it for a while. Who knows? So chat, get down there. You don't belong up there. Okay, cool. Is this good? Do we like this presentation layout? Can we read everything? Do we see what's going on? I hope so. This is my real awful, let's be honest, really, really awful presentation of my trip to PAX. Anyway, let's go through. So first up, Fox and Shadow. Fox and Shadow is a deck builder. It's a roguelike deck builder. You know what to expect from a roguelike deck builder. This is robot themed. However, it does a really cool thing where, actually, can we... Okay, headphone warning. This might be loud. I haven't tested this yet. How's the... Oh, that's super loud. That's super duper loud. Okay, is that better? Hello. And no? Better. Filters. Okay. Just she has the same color as the purple you used. It's my favorite purple. What can you say? Okay, watch the trailer while I work on this to make sure it doesn't blow your ears out. Right, limiter. There we go. Yeah, now it should never be too loud. It should never be able to be too loud. So this is a roguelike game where you play cards and attack the enemy. I'm sure you played Slay the Spire. I'm sure you know what this is all about. The difference with this one is that your cards are half belonging to the robot and half belonging to the player that you choose, and then you can combine them. So usually they have a blue half, which comes from the machine, and they have a red half, which comes from... Can you see my mouse? You can't see my mouse here. Dang. All right, we'll figure about that. Yeah, so half the card comes from your robot, like a defend attack, and half comes from your commander and your attack abilities and things like that. And so you can mix and match, and then turn them into new abilities. A roguelike deck builder, exactly, but you sort of combine the cards. This one, it's a good genre, it really is. Sad thing about this one is that it's been in development for a little while, and it's still no, like, TBA, no info. I saw this 2 PAXs, so it's been advertised 3 years in a row. Art style is very cool, but yeah. We'll see where it goes. Got a battle map, got some stuff going on. Should be fun. Should be fun. Next up, let's turn that one off real quick. I'm losing track of all my tabs. I have too many tabs open. It's fine. Next up, Against the Storm. Why is it called Against the Storm? Get the Horde. I wrote the wrong thing down. Against the Storm is the game that I like. Against the Horde. This looked interesting. Has AI art. We're just going to skip it. Don't like that. Not very happy about that. It's really hard to tell if a game is going to have AI because when you're on the floor, you can't hear any of the audio, you can't see much, and you're like, oh, this looks fine. And then you go and you look at the Steam page, it's like, yeah, we use AI for all of our art. And I'm like, well, that stinks. Somebody, hello, welcome in. Hydrate or stretch? I probably should, but I'm not going to. Oh, nice mint. Very nice. I'm not hydrating because I'm drinking coffee, but it's okay. Next up, we have Spies and Soldiers. This is a classic? It's a grand strategy, which is just kind of weird. I will say, chat, we're probably not going to watch all of the previews because I have like 48 games here. So if we watch a minute per game, that's like an entire hour to get through this, and I can't talk that much. So I'm sure you've seen games like this. You send your guys around, they go places. It looks fine. I struggle to know what this one's doing that's super duper new, but it had a big crowd around the booth, and everybody seemed really interested in playing. So if you like grand strategies where you send armies and spies, like, you know, I send 6 armies, you send 4 armies, therefore I win sort of battles, this might be one that you enjoy. I like the maps, I like the art style quite a lot. Cool. Next, we have Gate Worlds. Do you like RimWorld? If you like RimWorld, you'll like Gate Worlds. It's very similar to RimWorld. It's a colony management game, but you're on a floating island. The main thing that the guy tried to sell me on about it is that you're not really meant to stay in one place for very long. You can build up, but you get most of your experience from going to different worlds because each world has very limited space and very limited resources. But yeah, it's a nice little neat, it's very remote, to be honest. Can I make it bigger? It's difficult for me to make it bigger. What if I just... Is that better? That's probably better. Yay! Wishlist on Steam! Everybody wants a wishlist from you. So yeah, it looks like a pretty solid RimWorld UI, RimWorld creation, things like that. Lots of teleporting around, lots of away missions. I think it's going to be pretty good. I'd pick it up if it's not too expensive, but we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of games like this where I'm shouting them out because they are local indies, and I think they deserve a little bit of a shout out if this is your sort of a game. Huzzah! Next up, Crush Zone. Oh boy, Crush Zone. We've seen this one like 4 PAXs in a row, and I still can't get a handle on what it actually is because they always demoed the versus mode, which is like a Sonic Races Mario Kart fighting thing. You drive around, like they stick you in this tiny little arena. You have a frontwards facing weapon and a backwards facing weapon, you ram into each other. And I'm like, okay, this is fine. I'm not sure why you have an entire booth for this. Rocket League Derby? Yeah, it's like Rocket League if you were stuck on the ground. So, be proud of the games you make, but also I'm not sure that you should bring the same game, similar to Rematch. I'm not terribly certain. Wait, he is doing air dodges, what the heck? Maybe it is a lot more similar to, super rocket-powered battle cars, but with guns. Might be a better way to put it. Stop. That would make a lot more sense. It is more like Rocket League Derby. Okay, I get it. Why didn't they show that off? Gosh. Amazing. Okay. Suddenly it makes a lot more sense when I compare it to Rocket League instead of a Mario Kart, right? It's like Rocket League with guns instead of like Mario Kart, but you're stuck in a tiny little box. Okay. I'm into that. I'm into that. I like that. Key Ferry. Now, this is one that I know that y'all will like a lot because look at it. Look at it. Hand drawn, black and white, red outlines and everything. It's a grapple hook game, and it claims to be pacifist as well. You can't actually attack anything. So this is how Pax went last year. It was great. Yeah! So it's got little quest things, got overall things. This looks really nice. I think I'd be really into this if my eyes didn't hurt to look at it. But I really do think this is going to be a good game. Good to see the progressive. Yep. That little playable demo that was there. It's called Key Ferry. It looks very, very cool. I'm going to wish this down. So I'm very excited about this one. Did you play it? It's got pretty fun gravel physics. I didn't get to sit on this one. This was day one, and I was running out of time on day one, unfortunately. I didn't get to play very many things. But yeah, I really dig this like scribbly pixel sketchy style. Lots of spinning around. You'd be surprised at the number of grapple hook games that we have on offer today. There's like at least 6 of them. So that's fun. At the demo to your Saturday playlist? Ooh. There's a demo. Good idea. This style hurts my eyes. Yeah, that's my thing as well. Unfortunately, my eyes are not good. But I know some people will absolutely adore that game, and I think it's worth it. It's like the Puddle Kill game that I couldn't follow. Lone Pine. Right. This was the strangest game. I don't think we have... Hello? There we go. You had it. So, Lone Pine is a narrative 2D story game. It's kind of like a point and click, but less puzzles, I suspect. You just go places, you hear a story, you click on things. This is not my sort of a game, but I know, well, several of my stream friends love this sort of game. Set in Appalachia, is that how you pronounce it? Whatever it is. And it looks really nice. It looks like a really nice atmospheric game. When I went there and I said, hey, this is giving me weird vibes. Is this like an Australian game? He's like, yes. It's very Australian inspired, set in the Appalachian Mountains in America. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? That's the opposite of Australia. That's not Australian at all. But no. He assures me it's been very Australian inspired. So I think he would say literally anything to get me in the door. Yeah, so you're wandering around the mountains in eastern US. There are cryptids, lots of things to look at, lots of things to explore, trying to figure out why things went wrong. Manage your backpack. Looks like very my thing. Yeah, I know Midi and Kazoo would love this game for sure. So I think you'll have a good time. You puzzle through the notes, look at different locations, take photos of weird creatures. It looks fun. It's the sort of game that I'm going to love somebody else playing and I get to watch. That's good. Okay, moving on. Toya. Hell yeah. And this was at South by Southwest as well. Okay, Toya. I actually was surprised to see this one here because somebody mentioned it to me in... Do I need to mute Spirit Cities? Probably. It's a puzzle game where you move a cube around, but you can like eat things, split up, turn around, change things, Sokoban style. Yeah, in 3D, and the main gimmick is that you can change size. So you start off as like a size 1 cube, you can shrink, you can grow, you can combine with things. It's a puzzly thing, it looks pretty good. We've actually got a really, really cool Sokoban game coming up in the future, which is like peak, super peak. In fact, is it in here or did I not do it? Oh no, it's not in here. Oh no. It's Fez, but not as you know it. Fez had its own thing going on. Let's not do that. Let me open it in a different window and see if I can bring it over. Single player? Yes, single player. Boss. Gosh, what was that one called? I was like, yeah. What was it? New releases. Wish list, release date. Nothing blows me teasing new Pokemon style game. Ooh. There we go. Now, I swear I saw this one. Yes, I know. I have to do this weirdly because of the way I've captured everything, and I don't want to leak too much. There we go. Treasure and Trio. Have any of you seen Treasure and Trio? This was not at PAX. I think it was last year, but I can't remember. This is like a Sokoban game where you control 3 characters. You have a fighter, a mage, and a thief, and they all have different abilities. The thief is immune to, like, floor spikes and things. The mage can teleport people around but is terrified of fighting, and the warrior only knows how to smash things, and it's the only one who can actually kill enemies. It's very cute. So if you like Sokoban games, I would recommend this one. I want to see this one as well. Is everything single player? Most of the games that I have on offer are single player. A couple of them are multiplayer here and there. But this one is single player as far as I'm aware. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I missed a little bit of chat. Let me have a look, see. Jonathan Below has been teasing a new Sokoban style game. I don't know if I could stomach that. I have a pretty low tolerance for Sokoban games. I don't know if I could do a Jonathan Blow one. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Goodness gracious. Where are we at? Toya. I've got too many windows open. Alright, we did Toya. Toya was down here. Ghost Cab. Yeah, okay. Do you like spooky games, chat? Do you like creepy horror spooky games? Probably as you killed my love of Silkwan games. Right? It just did such a good job, I couldn't play anything else ever. No, I grew up with Chuck's Challenge. Chip's Challenge is the new one, I think. That is extra. So Ghost Cab. This is a janky 3D horror game. It's kind of built for VR, but they have a 2D as well. Or they have a keyboard and mouse controls as well. Very dark. Your camera can see certain things that you cannot see, including the ghost. Got to explore the house and find all the stuff. I think this would be really super duper fun if you had a VR rig. I do not have a VR rig, but one friend already wants this game. I wonder who. Alright. Delightful. Again, another game that I'm really kind of super surprised is coming out of Australia, because, yeah, not the sort of stuff that we make around here. That might be why they recommended it to me. Don't want me to suffer more. Okay, what's the other one I found? It was... It's in my library. It is Chuck. Heck. Alright, there we go. Hey, Nada! Holy heck! Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Holy damn. You don't have to do something like that, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Copy. No, move the tab. Let's do this the right way. Click this one, drag it up there. Hello. This is...
From the creator of Chip's Challenge, our puzzle-loving Purple Alien Whoop is back for Chuck's Challenge 3D 2020 Remaster. Guide Whoop through each level of obstacles and challenges that stand between him and reaching the exit gate. You'll need to shift blocks, find keys, flip switches, fly over water, hot-foot it through lava, and do everything it takes to make it out in one piece. All the while evading an army of hungry creatures who want nothing more than to turn our purple hero into a tasty Whoop sandwich. You too can be a game designer by making your own levels.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. If you've played the Soccer Bun games, I think this is kind of like the be-all, end-all. It's almost an adventure game. Chip's Challenge is like, go find these keys. The levels are enormous, but they follow the basic move rules. If you want to play a game like this, you got to play Steven's Sausage Roll. Steven's Sausage Roll is one of those like highly derived, extremely difficult versions of that. But yeah, same sort of idea. Anyway, we're getting off topic, chat. I'm not here to talk to you about games that I think are cool. I'm here to talk to you about games that were at PAX. So, Ghost Cam. Did we like Ghost Cam? I think several people will like this. Not my sort of a game, but I want to bring it up. Now, Later Skater. Oh, you broke it. Kaz, you broke it. Okay, 1 second. We've got to fix this. Okay, what's your thing? That's not AO, whatever. Okay, your color is... Nobody... Oh, Sammy redeemed color of the day. Okay, never mind. So that's Sammy's color, okay? Sammy gets a bright green. No, stop redeeming color. I need to find Kaz's. Oh, gosh. Chat, you're ruining it. I'm curious how it'd be without VR. Want to try the demo? Yeah, I played a little bit of it in the thing. It controlled pretty well, I thought. Like, I was like, this feels a little bit jank. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with this game. And then he told me that it was built for VR. I'm like, now I understand why I have two hands. You know, like, that was an odd design choice, and now it makes a lot more sense. You all, every single one of you is being mean to Kaz, okay? How can I go and find Kaz's color? Look, here's J-Ro's terracotta brown orange thing again. All right, we're going to move on. Don't let me forget about Kaz, otherwise I'll be extremely sad. Okay, next up, Later Skater. Do you like platformers, chat? Do you like going fast? Do you like trick jumping? It's time for Later Skater. Ow. Hi, Kaz. Welcome in. You're playing with you. Wrist, nice bubble. So this is a go fast game. You just zoom along really fast. It's Skater. It's got weird physics, which I hear people who like these games absolutely love. It's my puzzle. Oh, it is very similar to my puzzle. Low level uncommon. You get basically white. Nice. Slightly blueless. So the gimmick with the unlock for this one is the more time you save, the more levels you can unlock. It's got wall climbs, double jumps, whatever you need. This sound is hurting my ears, but it's fine otherwise. Again, I played a little bit of this one. It was good. Was that for Frog Skater, if it's his name? No, Later. Later Skater. He's rocking out to that? I'm so sorry. Huzzah. Okay, cool. So if you like skating, this is it. Amazingly, this is one of, I think, 4 different skate and spray paint games that we've got today. Can read in terms of skating. Oh, right, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, have we done with the bit? Has everybody colored? Has everyone done their colors? I think they have, right? Where's Kaz? I know you're here, Kaz. I can see you. You're right up here. Go, okay. 58E270. 58E270. Okay. Look at here. It's like color. 58E270. It's a minty color. It's also a minty color. Heck. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Okay, there's your color, Kaz. Don't forget. I'm probably going to reset all... yeah, I did mention this last time in an off thing. But when I make the color better and less likely to break, I may have to wipe everybody's colors, which would be quite unfortunate. I can give you some like backup colors and keep the number, but there's no way to recover all the actual colors that you've lost. So if that's important to you, save and let me know. We can probably fix it. Probably do something. Why do I have 2 later skaters? Okay. Holy. Oh gosh, you're throwing me off. Zodiac Mountain, do you like cultivator games? Do you like 1v1 dual battle games? You pick cards, you play cards, you fight. It's got like an elemental zodiac theme. I don't speak this language, so I'm going to have to skip on that one, unfortunately. It's got kung fu vibes. Looks alright. Looks alright. I'm bringing this up for a very specific audience of 1 who may not even be watching. But, yeah. Might be fun. Not my sort of a game, unfortunately. Yeah, it did look like a good instance of it, but I don't know. I'm a little tired of... She's out there somewhere? She is. She is. Next. The hell. Oh, yeah. So, unfortunately, do I have it? I do have it. We're going to pause this one immediately, because, unfortunately, I had really high hopes for this one. It uses AI voices, so I'm not going to recommend it. But it was a really interesting city builder idea, like a Pharaoh-like sort of a game, where you build a city. The most interesting thing about this is that the game is free. However, every level is an expansion pack that costs money. I thought that was a really interesting way to make and sell your game. Unfortunately, it's just full of AI junk, and they don't seem ashamed of it at all. So, bonk. Alrighty, next up, we have... No, I don't like that at all. Yeah. Vanguard Exiles. It's made by the guy, chat. It's made by that guy. Do you know the legendary game designer Richard Garfield? He's made another game. Wow, aren't you interested? Aren't you interested? It's got the guy. It's got this guy in it. He made the game. That's about all I can say about it, unfortunately. You see this guy? I met this guy. Where's the... No, not any of that. You can't quite see him, but this guy drinking wine here, he was literally at the display. Mr. Alter himself. I don't like that at all. I've tried Megabonk. I'm not super interested in Megabonk. I was like mildly interested, but it's all metagame grind, and I can't let myself play games like that, unfortunately. Lord British. He literally looked like that at the stall. It was great. He complimented my hair, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." Grandfather of roguelike deck builders. No, isn't he the guy who made Magic the Gathering, or am I thinking of somebody else? Anyway, the game itself, like, it was so weird to see him with like this artwork and then standing right next to the artwork looking exactly like that. If you're looking for new games, I sent you a game. Demo Race. Ooh, I'll check that out later. Isn't the guy who made the Ultimate series? Perhaps. So this is it's an auto battler with this weird hex-based grid thing, and you build your heroes, and Magic the Gathering spawned the TCG. Yeah. So it's an auto battler. You set your heroes down, they go places, they fight each other. It looked fine. I'm sure there's something behind it, but I just had to bring it up because, like, the thing that they just advertised literally everywhere was his name. Oh, that's the grandfather. I see. Because we're 2 steps removed. That's way smarter than I was thinking. That's way smarter than I was thinking, OXD. But yes, absolutely. Okay. Anyway, honestly, game looked pretty whatever. Now, do you like going downhill? Do you like going fast? Do you like skiing games? Here is Skier's Landing. It's basically 3D ski free. It looks really good. No. Riz. Oh, dear. Oh, you can't be that funny, Riz. Love Ski Free was so bad at it? Yeah. Naturally, I'll be recommending this game to Ellie when it comes out. It's very aesthetic, limited customization options, lots going fast. Little side objectives like rescue the animals or go between there's the Yeti. A little bit of avoiding the animals and stuff. I'm just good with words. Yeah, absolutely. So there's a little bit of a demo of this one that's quite short though, so I can't say too much. The level they had for us to play was pretty good. I liked it quite a lot. Going down, doing a spin. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's a pun. Oh dear, oh dear. So excited for Dench Attack. Demo's out, but have you seen it? I don't know that one. No. Similar to Slacker's Carts of Glory. Heck yeah. So I think this one's gonna be good. Again, not exactly my type of game, but probably. Now, do you like puzzles? Keep in mind that some of these games are not for you. It's okay if you don't like puzzles. But if you do like puzzles, this game might interest you. Big yes! Hi, Riz. This is called Schrodinger's Cat Burglar. It's a 3D puzzle game. It's a puzzle platformer where you control a cat, who is 2 cats. Because you are Schrodinger's cat. So you get puzzle rooms, you get adventure rooms. It's a little bit like a Portal sort of a game where you have, like, you know, puzzle rooms and not quite puzzle rooms. The controls are really good and really, I guess, kid-friendly. So you don't have to time your jump so much, it'll just auto-jump to, like, it tells you where you're going to jump to. And you can just move there and go there. The many worlds interpretation? Yeah. So this one, looks pretty nice. Do we have any pictures of the actual movement system? Not really. But yeah, if you're worried about like reaction speed and whatever, this does not look like super interesting. Literally think Portal because of the colors. Yeah, that's definitely an inspiration. The reason I was sort of shocked to find this when we so hi Jero, did I say hi to you? There was a couple of people who color redeemed and I missed it, but hello, welcome in. Lost my page. I got like 17 windows open. Okay. I love Deepskin much for his cats as for his stealth puzzle. That was the ImSim, right? The immersive sim. Yeah, so the demo that we saw did not have test chambers, which is why I was so surprised to open this up. This, like all the previews that they've got here, have like, this is a room where you have to do a puzzle to solve it. And yet when we were playing the demo, it was just like, hey, run around this warehouse and be a cat for a little while. Which was delightful. So I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go, but I'm really excited for this one. Also, I don't know why it's not wishlisted, but there you go. Fix that one up. So this does look very cute. I would be extremely happy. Yeah, split screen co-op. That's what I was thinking. If we can like split screen it and play like one as the orange cat, one as the blue cat, that would be super cool. And it looks like they've thought of that. So that's very exciting. Okay, I need a glass of water. Puzzling time reading. I missed that. That's really funny. That's good. That's good. Okay, enter the Chronosphere. Do you like twin stick shooters? But do you hate the reaction speed associated with twin stick shooters? They reminded the game gets double-digit wish lists in a game. It's a game with a healthy future. Really? Yeah. So this is a side topic, but wish lists are really weird. The promotion you get on a front page in Steam is based on how many wish lists you have, which means that in many ways, the only way for your indie game to succeed is with a certain number of wish lists. And when you hit that critical number of wish lists, then you can go live. If you don't get the critical number of wish lists, your game is essentially doomed because you cannot hit the Steam front page. And unfortunately, because of that financial reality, a lot of game development groups, if you like find a place which is like, hey, we're a group where we learn about how Unity works and we're going to make like 2D grid-based games in Unity, almost inevitably, every discussion will end up just being centered around how do I get more wish lists? How do I get enough wish lists to be financially viable? And unfortunately, what a lot of game dev groups have to do is they have to ban the word wish list, because if they let it in, people stop talking about game development and just start talking about how to get wish lists. Which, that's a sorry state for the industry, unfortunately. Oh well, there's a brief glimpse into hell. Anyway, welcome to Enter the Chronosphere. This is a bit loud. It's kind of like a twin stick, kind of like a turn-based. You have a little tiny movement, and you can shoot. It's off-grid. Honestly, better looking for marketing group advice. Yeah, exactly. It's a marketing problem, not a game dev problem. Which is why, like, some game dev groups do handle, but they have to have quite a hard line on this. So I'm kind of interested in this. I do like Necrodancer-style games, but I like Necrodancer-style games when they are forgiving and when you're allowed to make mistakes and you have that time pressure. If you can fully pause and just wait and check every outcome, I tend to find that the games expect you never to fail, and I don't have much fun with them at all. This is why I like Necrodancer a lot more than pure turn-based games. But this one has been on my wish list for a while, Enter the Chronosphere. I didn't realize it was made in Melbourne, or made in Australia. Yeah, Victoria. So I was really surprised to see this one at PAX, because I'm like, hey, heck, these are locals. Not bad. You can sort of see the gameplay here, right? You have your abilities, you have your guns, You can pause time, you can take little micro steps, avoid all the bullets. It looks like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Doesn't appeal because this doesn't appeal because you control a solo character, not a squad. It feels like just a completely different game. I don't know how to evaluate that. I didn't come into this expecting multiple characters, but there you go. Okay. Next, Bloodbreaker, Labyrinth of the Witch. Right. It's Castlevania. This is anime Castlevania. I don't know what else to say. I don't think there is anything else to say. It's just anime Castlevania.
Ooh, are you lost, darling half-blood?
She's not lost. She's exactly where she needs to be. To die.
Castlevania is an anime. You'll see. Just watch.
My name is Joanna, future queen of everything glittery and gory.
But like the way everybody's moving, the way the sprites are moving, the way the sprites are animated, the way the spells are animated is so extremely Castlevania. It's like very true to form. Meh.
I call dibs on her boots.
I'm interested. I'm kind of interested. I don't like how like cutesy and chibi it is. that's a me thing, right? But it's like look, we've got stat pages, we've got sheets, we've got weapons, we level up. It's just so Castlevania. I don't think it's particularly Metroid in any way. Oh yeah. But, you know, could be fun. Might be fun. I'm so excited about the Schrodinger's game, I didn't write it down. It is called Schrodinger's Cat Burglar. Bad Wolf, hello, welcome in. By the way, do we have ads coming up, or am I... Oh no, because we had to restart stream. We're off by a little bit. Okay. Dark Umbra. This is a game made in Tasmania. Yeah, so brief aside, I was really impressed with all the different places that games were being made in Australia. I kind of expected Sydney and Melbourne, but there were games from Adelaide, there were games from Queensland, games from Western Australia, games from Tasmania, all over the place. There's games devs in Tasmania, right? I was very surprised, but yeah, apparently we have a game dev studio down there. This is Dark Umbra. This is a genre and style of game that honestly I don't know if I like it or don't like it. It's really different. Really different. This is team up with up to 8 friends in a co-op game. And then you play a side-scroller relic action RPG thing. From what little I saw and played of it, it felt a lot like Hammerwatch. If you played Hammerwatch, it was kind of similar to that in general progression. The overheads are comparatively low in Tasmania, but the internet quality was relatively high. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, because I know they have a lot of creatives in Tasmania. I went down there and saw a lot of art and a lot of woodworking, stuff like that. I didn't see much computer tech. Tasmania is pretty much English with us, half creative or expats. Yeah. I've only been when it's been kind of mid, unfortunately. No, that's not true. When I went down there, we went to Cradle Mountain, like the biggest, most dramatic peak in Tasmania, the one that everyone goes to. And the weather was so nice and so clear and so open that all the locals were like, wow, I've never seen it this nice. I'm going to go up and have a look at Cradle Mountain. It was really busy, but not with tourists, but with all the locals going to have a visit. So we know we saw it looking its best. Oh yeah. This is a long trailer. It's like a long trailer. We're not going to watch all that. So this is interesting. Yeah. It's got that sort of pixely look that you get from some of these games. Again, it's difficult for me to recommend this because it feels like such a niche thing. Like, I'll play a game like this, I'll have a good time, and then I'll kind of be done with it. Bad Wolf, what color did you get? Ooh, that's such a nice green. I should bookmark that. So 2B8. 2B8. Huh. Interesting. That's a really nice color. Yeah, 1 second, chat. Need to set something up real quick. Ads start in 1 minute. I do apologize. Interesting. Oh, I've just lost track of everything on my screen. Right. Side note: Nintendo was at the presentation. I had a little bit of a look at Kirby Air Riders and Pokemon ZA. Pokemon ZA is exactly what you expect from Pokemon. Yeah, it looked extremely kiddie, to be honest. It was very handholdy, even in the tutorial that they had. The battle system was like nice, but it was very Nintendo. It was innovative in Nintendo sense, in that there was like 3 things new that everybody else has discovered 50 years ago. It was fine. If I had to switch to, but I don't approve. The weirdest thing about Kirby Air Riders, the weirdest thing is I didn't stay in the queue to play, because that was like 45 minutes to an hour long for the queue. I did watch the little promo video. They had Mr. Sakurai, or whoever the lead dev, the curvy guy is, playing Air Riders, and it was the battle mode, not the race mode. So you know how the battles work. They were running around shooting rockets at each other, and he jumps on this like super booster turbo mode, and he like it's the end of the game, and the final whatever it's called happens, and you don't get bob-ombs raining down because it's not Mario. Instead, you get the big spike balls. What are they called? They got a name. But the big spike ball enemies, they're like enormous, the size of a house, and they slowly fall down and cover the map to limit you off more and more, and sort of do a sudden death on the arena. And so what he does is he finds a jump pad and a super booster, and super boosts off the edge of the map and starts orbiting around and around and around the entire map, looking in, watching the spike balls slowly rain down upon all the computer players. And I thought, why are you advertising this? Why is this the version of the game that you want to show off? Because I don't understand why this is the version of the game that you want to show off. Ads, I'm so sorry. I've been playing Kirby games from the start of my Steam Deck, but I can't play Air Riders because I've got no friends. No. I'll be your friend. I can't afford a Switch 2, but I'll be your friend. Let's have a little bit of switch. Swetch. Drink and a stretch. A swetch. My goodness. Come on over so we can play local co-op. I am going up that way soon. Anyways, I'm playing D&D. Okay, Bad Wolf. Thanks for the lurkies. I appreciate you. I'm playing community games later. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing Cryptmaster or Lingo 2, but we can do both. We can do either. Ads done. Welcome back, Chris. Just having a little stretch break while we do that and chatting about Nintendo, which nobody really cares about. So, oh yeah. Can I make you smaller? Yeah. Delightful. Oh, running 2 campaigns plus making a Pathfinder character. Hell yeah. I didn't know you were GM, Bad Wolf. That's incredible. How easy to do online co-op with emus nowadays? Ooh. That's fun. I do want to do... Have you seen the Archipelago stuff? So, do you know about randomizers, chat? Do you know about games with randomizers? Where usually it's like a Metroidvania, and then you go in there and then they randomize all the item locations. But there's some algorithm which ensures that it is technically solvable. So in, say, Hollow Knight, you will find the thing that lets you cling to walls before all the places that you need to cling to walls to. And you can set it up to be like glitch free and things like that. And Archipelago does that between games. So if I play Hollow Knight and I find the wall climb box, it doesn't have wall climb in it. It has double jump for your game. And then in your game, now that you have double jump, you can go and you can find charge attack for me playing Hollow Knight and vice versa. And you can unlock items in each other's games. And that's super cool. I really want to do that with somebody. I don't know any game well enough to really do that, but I think that would be so much fun. I think that would be so much fun. Yo, OXD. Gift and a sub. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I don't have any custom animations for sub gifts because I never expect them to happen. What game? It's not so much a game, but a system called Archipelago, like a group of islands. And it's a way to get randomizers working with other games. Oh, Choco Dragon might be willing to do that with... Oh, you're doing one of your pointed gifts. I see. I've been victim to those a few times. Well, thank you again for the sub. I really do appreciate that. Maybe we'll have a chat one day. Multiple games. Yeah, so like if you're playing Super Mario Sunshine, it might unlock stars. Like when you grab a star, it'll unlock a double jump somewhere else. When have I done that to you? When you went to Sunray for the emotes. And there was another time? You did that a second time as well. Lassie! Hi, Lassie! Hello! We're going through video games. Yeah, Sunray, they're very cool, but I do not understand the culture that they live in. The website's explanation is so much different. Yeah, what have you got? This is a cross-game modification system which randomizes different games and uses the result to build a single unified multiplayer game. Items from one game may be present in another, and you will need your fellow players to find items you need in their games to help you complete your own. You can play it together. Yeah. So the idea is you play with other people, and I think it supports like multiple games as well. So if I'm playing Hollow Knight and you play Sonic versus Mario at the Olympic Games, and then somebody else is playing Super Mario Galaxy, you can like 3-way swap items. I think that's fun. You can do that with Uzen. Ooh, I think they have Lingo. I do actually think that they have Lingo in there. So like I could find the letter Q in Hollow Knight somewhere, and then you would go and unlock the letter P, and instead I would get double jump. You could be playing Stardew and unlock stuff for your Hollow Knight. Yeah, it's super cool. It's super, super fun. Okay. Oh, I need a second chat. You say Bomber Cyberpunk would be awesome for that. Yeah, like there are a lot of games that would be very cool in that system. I don't believe that I personally am good enough at any particular game. Oh, Canvas. This is going to be a fun one, Chad. This is going to be fun. I know this game. I've been looking at this one. Canvas City. Do you like Jet Set Radio? Do you like XCOM? Have you ever thought, wow, Jet Set Radio would be so much better if it played like XCOM? Because that's this game. Play Sudoku? Yeah. So this is a turn-based grid tactics game where you turf war with spray paint and tricks. The thought hadn't crossed my mind. Really? Oh my goodness. I mean, you see it. It's just such a natural idea. And you're like, wow, why did I never think of this? You could have a turn-based dance-off with people. This is so strange. Yeah. What frame rate is this? It has some frames, I can assure you. There are frames here. Gosh. This is just such a wild game. It looked okay. It looked fine. It looked playable. I just never would have ever in my entire life thought, oh, that's like literally the Jet Set Radio idol area, isn't it? Wow. Okay. I never ever would have thought to combine these genres in this way, but I am kind of interested. Have I told you about my favorite theoretical game that I would build, chat? I don't think I have. I haven't told you my game dev ideas. I'm not sure if I want to share this one because it's such a good one. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what it would be? It's a super. Like it's way more complicated than what I'm going to tell you, but I have like the best heart of an idea. I want to see like a superhero or Super Sentai or Power Rangers game, which is an XCOM game. I want to see you like deploy 5 heroes and then beat up enemies and monsters in a Monster of the Week style fight. I think that would be an incredible one. Chroma Squad, yeah, similar to Chroma Squad, but I have more ideas. I have related ideas. I have good ideas for this. Something like Cryptolite game where it's fantasy meet rhythm. Yeah. Yeah, this is such a wild game. I'm excited for that. Next up, Project Storm. Oh, hi, Sammy, by the way. Wait, I said hi. I don't know. I'm losing track. Also, hi, Lassie. I did see you. Oh, gosh. Project Storm. It's like Storm Chaser Simulator. I thought. But they've changed it a lot, Storm Chasing Sim. I really wish it was Storm Chasing Sim. This is one of the games from New Zealand. And as such, they have a tiny, like, 1/10 of a stall. They have one computer and one person looking incredibly stressed out the front of it. It's a lot of pre-packaged assets, but you are chasing storms. They recently reworked the whole game between this year and last year. Last year, it looked very much like a Storm Chaser Simulator. This time round, in fact, they don't even have it here. They had like 3 options. One of them was like study, the second was analyze, and there was like change the weather. So in one of them, you're meant to like chase the storm, and another one, you're meant to like go and seek things out and actually affect it in some way. You can upgrade your vehicle, things like that. There's huge potential here. I think that Storm Chaser Simulator is a game that needs to be made. Absolutely needs to be made. I don't know if they're actually going to make it, though. Infrared with storms. Yeah. Did someone say Archipelago? Hi, Charcoal Dragon. Welcome in. I see you copped a stray gift sub from our friend OXD. Phasmo Tornadoes. Yeah. So 3 ways to play: Rapid Responder, Road Tech, and Storm Interceptor. I don't like career paths. You can customize your vehicle, change things around. Charcoal Dragon, we were talking about Archipelago because I want to play Archipelago with people, and OXD's like, I'm going to gift a sub to this person. This is the PAX recap. We're going through all the games that I played at PAX. Oh no, mild profanity and swearing? Insinuated consumption of alcohol? Oh my goodness, this game is not for everybody. I could throw you into a tornado. Holy. Alright. So, Project Storm, still very student project. I think it's worth a watch. I think that it could become something pretty good. Finish up StarCraft 2, Archipelago. StarCraft 2? How does that... Like, you play the campaign and then you get units unlocked by somebody else. That's really interesting. Well, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. We keep the followers anonymous just in case you want to lurk, but I appreciate you tuning in. Clonebreaker. This looks really interesting. I don't have any photos for Clonebreaker because I can't find it on Steam. Yeah, but it looked super interesting. It was like a very pixely shooter game. Like you clone yourself, time travel. It kind of had that it's not. Do you know Guybrush Threepwood and that sort of adventure game where you point and click on things and you go places, but there's a bit more like real-time elements and you've got to do things at the right time? It felt kind of like that, but it was a 2D side-scroller action game. I'm really sad that I couldn't find any actual pictures of it, because they don't seem to have a published store page anyway. It excited me, and yet I can't really show it off, unfortunately. Okay, pretty much. Okay, that sounds really fun, Charcoal. That sounds really good. So, Design and Conjure. It's a cozy game. I don't know what a cozy game is anymore. I don't understand cozy games. You pick things up, and you put them down in places, and you can make them bigger or smaller. You're a witch, you talk to people, and once you've unpacked things, they get happy at you. This is a game, question mark? It's very aesthetic. You were surprised to see how many people on Twitch I see playing this style of game? Yeah, I think it's like a licorice. It's like a black jelly bean for me. I don't understand this. I don't get it. I don't play games like this. I don't buy games like this. I never would sit down and be like, hey, I want to organize my room. That's not a thought that occurs to me. But here it is. It's got quests. Yeah, I don't... Like, look, unpack all your chests. Put the cat on the bed. Put a cat toy on Cosmo's bed. Cosmo wants to sleep near me. Like, okay. Damn. It's a really good version of what it is. It's just, I don't understand what it is. But maybe one of you guys will like it. I don't know. I'd watch it as you all chatted with me. Yeah. It tells you what to do and you follow the commands and gives you good vibes as a reaction. Okay. I get that you don't get it. Well, the message went on Reddit chat yesterday about me feeling embarrassed. Oh no. I enjoy dressing up as a witch and sitting around. It enhances all vibes. Wait, what? People ignored you being a witch? You're like the witchiest person I know. It's what I felt playing Unpacking. Not much of a game going on, but you barely have to choose where stuff goes. Yeah, Unpacking, like, I understand that there's a narrative behind Unpacking. And, like, there's a story being told in between the gaps. But it's, like, not enough of a puzzle to really excite and capture my mind. But, yeah, again, I'm bringing this up because I know some people here will love this game. It's just not for me. Grove Keeper. This was exciting. Grove Keeper was exciting. This is another genre mashup, but I thought this works really well. You're a druid managing your grove, and it's like a build trees near other places that you want, kind of like Thronefall, kind of like Islanders. That's a little loud. Kind of like Thronefall, kind of like Islanders, but then they go and fight people who are trying to invade your grove, so it's a tower defense. But you're like a vengeful druid. It's got RTS elements. It looks pretty good. I think the graphics are a little bit rough for me, but there's something here. There really is something here. Like, look, you can throw water horses at people. Shoot them with lightning bolts. Send giant zombies to club archers. How fun is it? It bills itself as a god game, like Black and White. I think it's pretty good. He's a bit freaky. But I'm kind of excited for that one. That's Soulful. Soulful is a very strange game. I'm clicking on this one almost entirely for the art style. It's kind of like a Dwarf Fortress art style where everything has a sprite, but it's all on a hex grid instead of a square grid. It's an adventure game. There's no text. You just go places, do things, find items. It just looked so vibrant, so colorful, so interesting. What's the strategy spray game called? This is stimulating in the wrong way. Sorry, Bad Wolf, did you mean Grovekeeper? Where you get to be an angry druid? Overstimulating. Yeah, it's very busy. For real. I kind of like it. Like, you feel like your eyes just unfocus a little bit. There's a lot going on. I saw a little thing where they were fishing for a while. There's a thing where you're fighting in an arena against a bunny rabbit guy in the demo. Oh, the skating and tricks and stuff. Oh, the XCOM strategy game. Yeah, sure. 1 second. That was Canvas City is what it's called. Canvas City. CANVASCITY. So, yeah, if you want like a really weird experimental game, you can see more of the gameplay in these GIFs. It looks interesting. It's more of an adventure game than anything like super difficult. So it's more like you gotta go and you gotta find the shovel, then you take the shovel somewhere else, and you take the fishing rod somewhere else, that sort of thing. But it does look really interesting. Really interesting. Another game that I think a lot of people that I know are going to enjoy a lot. Foodomina. Okay. This one is not going to look very good in the previews. This has such a strong art style. He plays personified food girls. It's like it's very Undertale inspired, you can tell. It's got all the classic RPG Maker, moving around, going places. You are food people, you're fighting against the mold infected people who are big and evil and moldy, and they're trying to infect you. You can cure everybody instead of saving them. It's got style. Very Undertale inspired. Lots of food puns. I don't know, might be fine. Again, I'm just like, there's a lot of these games that I'm just like, I don't want to play this, but I still want to give it some attention because I think it's interesting. It's just not for me. Reprive. Okay. Meh. Okay. How do I sell this game to you? Reprive. It doesn't have a Steam page yet. This is the itch.io page. This game had a lot of fan art. This game had a lot of fan art of the male characters. They were all drawn on sticky notes. If you are a woman who likes men, this might be the game for you. It's about like you're like an undertaker sort of a person. You're a soul warden. You meet people who have just died. You help them with their regrets. You help them move on to their next life. Yeah, office-bound Grim Reaper. Yeah, this is a mood. This is very much a game for women. A game for straight women. Yeah. It was very popular. It was extremely popular amongst its target audience. Okay, Agora. Back to games that we're more familiar with here. This is a roguelike deck builder. Huzzah. For some reason, everybody's a stick puppet. It's classic roguelike tech builder. You have a map, you have a thing, you can go places. You can mine in the map. It's probably its greatest claim to fame. It's full of puns as well, which is something. Looked very solid. This was a student project as far as I can understand, so it's really good for the amount of like time and energy that they had to build it. But not what I wanted to click on. The gameplay screen actually looks like Slayer's Spire, very much so. The biggest claim to fame was this battle map. One of the rewards you can get is like a digging resource, and you can dig from one path to the other, and you can backtrack, and you can find secrets in the hidden grass, in the mines, like in the long grass and in the dirt and stuff that you clear out. You don't fix what's broken. Yeah. So I wanted to check this out. There's also this bless or hex mechanic. Every card can be upgraded in two ways. You can either upgrade it with money, or you can upgrade it with your health. So you can give them, and like the upgrades are different as well. So here, 16 damage costs 1 less for each card in your hand. 16 damage costs 1 less, but has less cost if you pay the blood cost. Things like that. So it looks like a pretty good. It's an interesting risk-reward style game. I think there's a lot of like thoughts going into this game as a member of its genre, but it is ultimately a member of its genre. Okay, Houdini. Okay, now to give you the proper experience of this one, we're going to watch this for about 30 seconds. Sorry guys, fire alarm, please leave the building. Which is my experience exactly. I sat down, I played halfway through the tutorial, and then I got kicked out of the entire show because the fire alarm went off. So that was fun. Ah, dear. Oh, wrong button. But the game itself is pretty nice. It's like a... call it Enter the Gungeon sort of twin stick. I was evacuated while trying the Apothecary Sim. Oh, Apothecary Sim. Really? What did they have? Oh, they did have Apothecary. I forgot to take a photo of Apothecary Sim. That was a great game. Holy heck. Okay, yeah, no, I have a bunch of automation fans. I should have mentioned that. I forgot to take a photo. Thank you for reminding me about that one. So Apothecary Sim, it's like a apothecary game where you make potions, but it's all manufacturing. So you build machines that manufacture your potions, right? Are we thinking of the same one? Oh, potions. Oh, no, you think of a different one. Potions, please. Okay. We'll get to potions, please. There's a new one which is more like a production line game. I search apothecary. I can't spell it. Apothecary? Okay, if you like Factorio style games, there was a game where you build machines that manufacture potions. But it's on a weird scale because it's like all on a grid on your desk. So you're real size, and then you have a small little workshop, and you build little machines that then build your potions. It's quite cute. Anyway, Houdini. We're talking about Houdini here. Okay. You match colors, and you can avoid or absorb enemy attacks, and then you can gain them as powers. If you gain them in the right order, like if you get red, red, green, it casts a certain spell. You do things like that. This looked really interesting. I'm sad that I did not get that much chance to actually play the game, you know, on account of being evacuated. But it did look very fun. Don't know what this is about. We didn't see anything about the Guitar Hero segment. My only concern with a game like this is I don't know how far you can push it. Like, I think that surely you would exhaust your design space in like 2 or 3 rooms. Maybe it'll be good. Kind of excited. Okay. Next up, we have... I've lost my panel again. Lunas. Okay, it's just Mario Party. It's Mario Party, but like made in Australia. That's it. It's pretty cheap. Cheap for a Mario Party game. You got mini games. You can play it split screen. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. It's Mario Party. Nice. Okay, dog you don't get. This is... You know how I said that some of the stalls were like for publishers for higher budget games, which wanted to talk to the press and things like that? This was one of those games, and I don't understand why.
Charlie, I'm leaving for a little while. Be a good boy.
You get to be a terrible dog, and then you just like goat simulator around the place for a while. And piss on everything. When are you going to show Half-Life 3? Please wait until the end of the presentation to ask any questions. Really funny how one animal asset pack gets around. You've seen this one before, have you? Or are you talking about the Mario Kart one? It's for the spiritual Australian. Yeah, we ride Roombas and pee in corners, I guess. I don't... It's won all these awards, chat. It just feels like a very marketable game. I've seen the specific animal asset pack from everything, from the cheapest mobile games to horror to just about everything. Really? Damn. That's fascinating. Now that you mention it, it does feel a little bit asset flippy for sure. Yeah, I don't know, chat. I don't know. Sometimes you look at a thing and you're like, why is games? Okay, moving on to games that I actually really like the look of. This is a game which has been in development for way too bloody long. I saw the first demo of this one, and they basically only had these rotatey puzzles. I'm like, ooh, first-person puzzle game with some rotationy puzzles. That sounds really exciting. You can change like these things, you change the maps, it activates machinery. Oh, I'm really excited. And then I realized that that's all there was. Just the one mechanic of rotating things and going places. And I was like, this might be a nice game. Look at the style, look at the visuals. This looks really cool. But with only one mechanic, I can't sell that. I can't buy that. This time they came back and they only had new mechanics. They had 3 entirely new mechanics. And I'm like, oh, maybe we got something here. But this could be fun. So it's a first-person puzzle game where you do stuff and go places. And I honestly don't want to look into it too much. I just want it to keep being made, and then I want to buy it when it comes out. Hell yeah, doing stuff. I love doing stuff. Going places, searching for secrets, exploring ruins. You know? First-person puzzle adventure Metroidvania. It's everything I want. Please just make this and do a good job of it. Heck yeah. Sounds delightful. I really like it. I like the style, I like the design choices. the rough world, the big trees, the hard metals, the glowing lights. It's so good. It just looks so good. And I really, 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 really hope that it becomes something good one day. And I get to play it. Very excited for Memories Reach. Drift City Kings. Or Drift City Kings. I feel obliged to show you Drift City Kings. Because it is the sort of Australian culture that I am not a fan of, and yet is incredibly Australian. So you don't get to see this very often. It's super ugly. Hooning Sim, yeah. Yeah. It's just so ugly. It's so much. It's just so much. For GTA Kun Aussie design art? Yeah. Yeah, it's I can think of little that is like less Australian than this. It's really iconic. Just yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wanna like this, but I don't. I don't at all. I don't. It makes me too uncomfortable, Chad. This is the culture of my people, and I'm not thrilled. Oh gosh. But yeah, I don't know. I do my part. Okay, on to games that you will like and that are super freaky. Don't mind the mention of AI. That's like an in-universe AI. We're gonna watch the trailer for this one. Basically, this is the whole game.
Hey, champ! Did you dock all right? You should be able to activate the airlock and take a stroll around now. The sonar visor is designed by the industry's top minds, so I'm sure you'll find your legs with it soon. Just go fetch those research notes and you'll be back on the surface before you know it. Honestly, it's about as simple as a retrieval mission can get. Oh, and do try and keep all your limbs attached, yeah? Metaphorically speaking, of course. There's nothing actually dangerous down there. We're not insured for that. Well, you probably want to get right to it, don't you? Have a good one, champ. Good luck.
Yeah, Jay just did a video on this one. I see. Yeah, so this is a game where you do not get to see the world or anything at all. You just have a little visor, and it just tells you what is in front of you and the likelihood of that thing, of it recognizing that thing. So this is an airlock. It is 92% certain that it is an airlock. It is 2.7 meters away. Sorry, 0.27 meters away. You have a compass. You have a direction, and it isn't always very accurate. For example, there's a big ketchup stain all over that torso. Don't lick it. Yeah. And that's like your whole interface and the whole way that you experience the game. And it's very cool. Look, minced beef, woman, laptop, ketchup. I watched someone play this or a basic in the game. It looked fun. Yeah. Features. There is no monster. At least it will not identify a monster for you. Dog 100%. Yeah, it's probably a dog. Ah, dear. Yeah. So I'm kind of fond of this one. It's actually out now, which is interesting. I didn't think it was out. There you go. It's been out for a year or so. Fancy that. So you can play this one if you want. You can play it right now. Might link that to my favorite horror streamer. Okay. Next, the Indigo Initiative. I was super excited about this one until I saw the store page, and it's got a couple of quote-unquote placeholder AI assets. So we can only hope that they get rid of those real quick. It's another first-person puzzle game. It looks really nice. It looks detailed. You go places, you do things, you zap them, you got like a time stop gun, you got a gravity gun, you go through city streets and arenas. It looks nice. Again, I don't really want to talk too much about it because AI voice stuff. So, I mean, if ever they hire real life voice actors, then I guess we'll be excited about that. But until then, see you next year. Cow chess. This is a classic. At first, I thought this was like Ultimate Chicken Horse, but it's more Worms Artillery. But you just move in real time. It's a party game. Normally, we see a lot of these party games at PAX. Usually, party games like this, where like 4 people play on a controller, are like the most common game that you see at the expo. And I kind of tend to skip them because they're all pretty forgettable. This one looked really nice. Draft mechanic, destructible terrain, very fast-paced, very smooth. And I am a big fan of artillery games, so very excited. Spent many an hour playing. What was that game? It's like like Counter-Strike, but 2D sideways, very bloody. Played a lot like this. He's Russian, very popular in Russia. Okay, so that's game like what 3 of our grapple hook game. Well, here is game 4 of our grapple hook game. It's called Shadowhook. Or Shadow Rush? Sorry, one word, Shadow Rush. It's a grapple hook movement shooter. There are giant mechs. Yes, it is Titanfall. They're trying to make Titanfall again. It looks pretty good, overall. It doesn't have the same, like... This bloody music is really, really bad. But... It looks pretty good. Looks pretty fun. Destructible buildings, small arenas, some animations, zipping around, decent gunplay, sliding and wall climbing. I'm excited for this one, tentatively excited. The main reason I'm a little bit cautious and why I muted it is that although they don't have an AI disclaimer, this is like the exact voice that they have in all the AI generated raps. It's not like targeted, so I'm not going to accuse them, but I'm not comfortable with it. So I'm interested in this game, but cautiously interested. Back to puzzles. I know you like puzzles, chat. I like puzzles. Monolith. It's a block platform mover. If you've played... I don't even know what game to equate this to. You just sort of watch how it plays. It's very 2D. It's very grid-based. You're a little guy, and you can grab the world and move it around. It looks pretty sick. Great little contraptions that take you places. The only thing I'm scared about in this game is it's so open-ended. You could do almost anything, almost anywhere. And I have no idea how you would set progression in a game like this. Yeah, so this is a game which has enormous potential, and it comes down to execution. I've played games like this which tried to do big things, and they were not good. And I played games that tried to do big things like this, and they slam dunked home, and were some of the best gaming experiences that I've ever had. So I don't know what to make of this. I'm watching it, but I'm not sure. Don't know how it's going to go. Monolith. Very, very interesting thing. Similar to Rainbow, similar to Ori and the Blind Forest. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Infant. Info progression. Yeah, so it's got some options, right? Got some options. Infant, you are an elephant. Go on an adventure. Counter to the previous game. I love those and always end up looking up stuff, though. Yeah, I know how that is. There's one I played ages and ages and ages ago. Let me see if I can find it. It's called... I don't know how well it's held up. Called Knit Underground. KNYTT Underground. And it's like a giant Metroidvania game where your only ability is to turn into a bouncy ball. This game looks like there is only one level, but also nothing like it. Yeah. Right. Elephant game. Yeah, so you're an elephant, you go places. It's actually like a fully 3D, very detailed Metroidvania sort of game. I'm really kind of surprised at the budget of it. Actually, let's just spend just any really good game. Oh yeah, like the best games ever, Lassie. You'd never believe it. Some of the most amazing games. There's so many games, I can't keep track. That's why I did this presentation. It's just, this is the sort of game which I would expect to be really short. Like, as a 2 or 3 level, like 2 or 3 hour experience, I think this would be perfect for this sort of style and detail and whatever. But it just keeps going. And there's more of it, and like, it looks like an enormous game. And I don't know how they found the budget for it. Well, there you go. You want to be an elephant and go on an adventure. Looks like a $30, 40-hour experience. Yeah. I'm kind of super impressed. This is a pretty good game. The one of has constantly shift and reveal itself to you. This is another game that claims to be a lot of information progression. So the more you understand, the further you can get in it. So it's pretty interesting. Again, I know several of my viewers would be interested with that. Next up, probably Libra Apocrypha. The font they used was really bad, and I couldn't read it, and I couldn't type it in, and I couldn't find a Steam page. It looked really nice, though. Next up, Lament of the Lost. Wait, where's Lament of the Lost gone? There we are. Okay, Lament of the Lost is a first-person puzzle game, chat. Ah, I was so happy. Oh, I love first-person puzzle games. This is a first-person puzzle game where you are in the realm of the dead. You have like a staff which can command life, so you can make things grow or decay. Pretty simple mechanic. You can zap things with life, or you can zap them with death. You can like preserve the amount of life in a room. If you go through to the next room, then you reset your life. Kind of like a companion cube thing. Lots of test chambers. It is non-Euclidean. You can go on the roof, you can walk on the roof, you can go through teleporters, end up somewhere else. It's our sort of game, chat. It's the sort of game I like. It's very cool. I think it might be limited based on its number of mechanics, but it's a local creation. I'm probably going to buy it and have a good time with it. So I don't expect much from it, but I do expect to have a good time. There's an Instagram post for Libra Apocrypha game, but so you didn't imagine it. Oh, interesting. I will have a look at that. It looked alright, but I couldn't do any research on it, so I couldn't tell you if it was an RPG or anything. It was very busy. Wait. Why did you open it that window? How's my OBS looking? Okay, we're back to normal again. Yeah, okay, somebody did take a photo of it. 0 web presence. Yeah! Yeah. It looked interesting. How do you have merch but no web presence? Right? It's very strange. Because I remember watching it for a while and I had a good time, but then because I couldn't look it up, I couldn't even remember what it was about. Ay. Right, Labyrinth of the Lost. Looks fun. Looks good. I want to get moving. What was chat? We're halfway through the stream, and we haven't even started the community games night, and we've got 7 more games to get through. Let's get through the games, and we're gonna go on tea break. All right. Bloodfast 5 the Night. It's a survivors game, but it is like a management survivors game. This really funny isometric viewpoint and really slow combat that was interesting to me. We don't care about the animated bit. I know you've got a publisher. Come on. Come on. Gameplay, please. So you're playing like a survivors thing, right? You fight off zombies, fight off waves of enemies. It's like almost like an ARPG in how you move things. But it is a defense game. You're defending a point. You're trying to survive a time limit until the next time. And then you can spend the resources you get at night on your day progression. Very nice style. You can't really see it because you're 7 layers deep, but you can see outside it's similar to Thronefall. There's a lot of options here. Come on, give me anything. TD, don't say any towers. Yeah, tower defense is a weird tag, but it's like Thronefall is a tower defense. You are a guy running around doing things, but at the end of each day, at the end of each battle, you will buy upgrades and level towers and do things like that. So I'm, quite... I need this tea break, chat. I need this tea break bad. Looks fun. Next up, Jupiter Junkworks. It's Tetris. Alright, potion. Wait, did I not put potions please down? Why did I not put... Did I just overwrite potions please in my notes? Decouples Rails of Rinterland. I must have missed that. I don't remember that one. Can you remind me what it is? Okay. First of all, Jupiter Junkworks. Jupiter Junkworks is Tetris. This is going to be flashing a lot.
Let's do this.
I want to say anime Tetris, but Tetris is already pretty anime. I suppose we've got to call it like a visual novel Tetris. It's visually intense, and I don't like this editing, but you know. Blam! Got him! Train resource crafting. What? Just Googling this real quick. This voice acting is grading. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand that. Click, click, click. Tetris with Diva? I'm really interested in this this train game that you've mentioned, I don't know where it is. It's not even Googleable. I don't know if you misspelled it or something, but damn. Oh, you got a link. Okay, perfect. Copy. I have to be careful about what I'm... Oh my god. Please pardon me for 10 seconds while I sort out my infinite tabs, chat.
Rails of Winterland. It is a narrative adventure game where you take your train from location to location. You get to explore, collect resources, do some crafting. You get to decorate and upgrade your carriages, invite some NPCs to come on your journey with you.
I may have seen this one.
Explore Winterland one station at a time. It's an interesting journey for the player. It lets you sort of take this base of operations, which is your carriage.
Yeah, so whenever I see a game that gives me survival crafter vibes or farm sim vibes, my eyes just kind of glaze over. So being on a train and going and surviving and going and building up your train and going place to place sounds really interesting. What this demo preview is a guy running around chopping wood and growing turnips. And I am not into growing turnips and chopping wood. What are the games catching a train? Okay. That's fun. That's fun. Nice to meet him. There might be a game there. It's not something I'm particularly interested in, I have to say. Okay. We're running short. Potions, please. Have we asked what a cozy game is yet? We have, but we didn't get an answer. Potions, please is another one of those weird cozy question mark games. We're making potions. Honestly, I've never seen an alchemy game that actually works. Every time I walked past this, the players were simply running around town very slowly and admiring the big guys around the place. It felt very student project. Publisher TBA? Yeah. I did not see what could be good about this game, unfortunately. So, like, being cozy and managing a potion shop is a need. We all want this. I don't know if this game has the chutzpah to manage it. Last couple of games. Spell-sided. You're a dice. Have you seen this before? I'm kind of glad that you got my time short on this one. Oh no. I'm hesitant to badmouth anyone making a game, right? Because making games is hard. And we can't expect to make a good game first attempt, right? It's hard to make a good game. And I think any effort to make any game should always be rewarded. That said, some games are not good. And that's not like I hate you. It's like, I'm sorry, but your game isn't good, and that's the way of it. Alright, Spellside. Let's talk about a game that has enormous potential. I've seen this one a lot in YouTube Shorts, actually. You play as a dice, and whatever you have on your top face...
Hex, a magical die discarded by the gods of the tabletop.
I don't want a voiceover.
That put your magic to the would rather hinder it. In this...
Come on. You got any gameplay videos, or are you just going to yap at me? You're just going to yap. It's kind of like a run around in circles and... Do you like the studio name? Pulse Ibis Interactive. Ooh. Does sound fun. Yeah, so you're a dice, and you can put spells on your top slots. And so if you have like a sword spell, it attacks the tiles when you move in that direction. If you have a shield, you become immune to damage when you take that step. It calls it a dice but an RPG. I feel like this... Cryptodynamic Grenades with complexity. Yeah, I think there's a solid puzzle game here where you have a small arena and you have set sides and you try and puzzle your way through it. It's very similar to Cryptodynamic Grenades, but you can take your time. Like there is a very solid puzzle game here, and they've chosen a different route. They've chosen to make it more of an RPG with more of a plot, more of a story, and I think that's very interesting. We've been watching this one on YouTube Shorts for a long time, I didn't know they were made in Australia, so I thought I'd give them a bonus shout out just because that's what we're doing. Because that's frustrating when trying to roll a die to a specific face. Yeah, there are ways to manipulate it, but yeah. Yeah. That's why I kind of expect it to be more of a puzzle game, more of a Steven sausage roll, right? Where you have to take very specific actions in a small arena to get the outcome you wanted. Oh, okay. I do have potions, please. It's at the bottom for some reason. That's strange. Alright, one last little quick shout out. There was one student game in... It wasn't the RMIT section. It was... Green New South Wales, maybe? It wasn't New Zealand. I can't remember where it was. It was called Mimicry. It was like a prop hunt game where some of you are alien, like green alien janitors, and some of you are a little mimic scuttlebugs. And they can turn into any object. And this had a really nice overview camera. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people were playing, and they were spraying fire at various things. It was really great to watch and to see people playing prop hunt and having fun. Looked really great. Looked like a great student project. Like for a student project, this could have been sold. This could have been a game that you would buy. Unfortunately, they called it Mimicry, and as such, I cannot find it online because there are 15 games called Mimicry. So, if ever you make a game, chat, please make sure you can Google your game. And finally, Your Holy and Virtuous Heretic, another game that looked super interesting, and I do not want to play at all. This is a 3D, low poly, pixelated, first-person JRPG. Which is not where I thought that was going. Lots of talking, grandiose plot, eldritch horrors, religion, N64 graphics? No, this is a modern retro style that they're doing very, very well. Low... Like, let me just pause here. This is very sharp angles. There's no grid. This is a fully 3D thing, but it's a low poly 3D with an even lower pixel count texture, but it's been mapped to a very 3D world and then put through a filter to make it have this like hash fuzzy aesthetic. It's a very particular style. A lot of games have done it recently. It looks really nice. But it's so... I can't stand games that look like this. It hurts me. It hurts my eyes. I don't like playing these games. I don't like the noises. Not a fan? Yeah, like... I know 3 or 4 people who would backflip 3 times to play this game, and I'm not one of them. It's almost, someone called Cruelty Squad? There's another game like Cruelty Squad. Go low poly, go pastel solid colors, less noisy textures. But you see, here's the thing, OXT. Not all games have to be for us. And the people who like this style love this style. And the creepy occult stuff and the, like, this is a photorealistic hand as your personal UI. N64 because graphics sucked, not because it was good. No, you don't understand. I can appreciate this art even if I hate it. Like, it's such an aesthetic. And I'd shout out to the developer as well. I will bite raw coffee beans. That the name of the developer is I will bite raw coffee beans, all lowercase. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It does not have graphical violence, but will have environmental and creature designs that contain blood, tissue, and anatomy. Yeah. Not tasty. Oh dear. So, that about wraps it up, chat. That's the end of my showcase. That's most of the games I saw. I'm sure there are more that I forgot. My memory is not so great. Cruelty Squad is painful. I know a few people love it. I can't even watch streams without feeling... Yeah. Cruelty Squad is a bit of an exception because Cruelty Squad intentionally tries to be offensive. and not just like morally offensive, but also like makes you physically ill. So a Parasite EU style is in a Sim style or something. So, oh no, Silence back, so I'll remember. Hey chat. Hi. By the way, it's time for tea break. Thank you all for being here. Now, after tea break, before we go, we have to chat about not Half-Life 3. No, definitely not Half-Life 3. I can't share all those secrets just yet. What I can talk to you about is what are we going to play next, chat? You need to decide. We can play either Lingo 2 or we can play Cryptmaster. They are both audience participation games. Lingo 2 we're quite deep into, so the puzzles are getting quite hard, but we can continue on that. Cryptmaster we're right at the beginning of. And we don't know much about it other than we type words. We're playing as like 4 zombie people. Lingo Master, thumbs up. Salad. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Anyway, think about that. So it's Crypt Master or Lingo 2. Close this side. Alright, I'm going on tea break, chat. I need to pee. I need to make coffee. I need to stop sitting here. Poll? I have too many windows open to manage a poll right now. Do I even have a poll button? That's the raid button. There we are. New poll. Game. Next. As team. Master. Lingo 2. Loop. Blueprints. Something else. Okay, I cannot refund these channel points. Do not spend all your channel points. That's a warning. I cannot refund these channel points. Do not spend all your channel points. I may not even remember to check the answer. Alright? Have fun. I'm gonna go. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, chat? Bye. Bye, chat. Bye.